What is good, YouTube? It's your boy MarioRpg. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And today we're doing a bit of a different video. Today we are talking about some animes, two animes specifically that I've watched and finished. Well, one of them I haven't finished. I'm caught up to the current season, and the other I finished. We're talking about YuYu Hakusho and Dr. Stone. Let's start with YuYu Hakusho. By the way, no script, just off the top of the dome. I thought I'd start putting these videos out because there were just too many animes out there for me to react to in time. And obviously I can't react when I'm chilling 12 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock. I've got to be super quiet. I'm just chilling at home, you know, long day. I just want to watch some anime. You know what I mean? I was thinking of writing a script or whatever, but I just can't. I don't want to read for it. I just want it from the mind. So there's going to be stuff I forget. I'm not doing a review. There's no spoilers. I'm just going to be talking about the arcs and the characters and how I enjoyed them. So let's start with Yu Yu Hakusho. Absolutely love this anime. The reason I started this anime is because of Togashi and because of Hunter x Hunter, which is my favorite anime I've ever seen. And I think I'm going to do another thoughts video like this on old school Hunter x Hunter. I'm going to probably react to that. That'll probably be next. I also started Baki. Ah, man. We'll get there when we get there. So anyway, what is that show? Anyway, this right now is about Yu Yu Hakusho. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved Yusuke, Kurama, and Hiei. But you guys know me. And you guys know me very well by now. In Hunter x Hunter, there was one character I absolutely loved the most, and his name was Leorio, because he reminded me of myself, very optimistic, caring, stubborn. And in this show, hate to break it to you, but there is a better Leorio. There is one of the best characters I've seen in anime. And his name is Kuwabara! And bro, this guy is just genuinely already, he's in my top 5 anime characters ever. If you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, if you're going to watch it for one reason and one reason only, you watch it for Kuwabara. Now, I watched it in Japanese, and people will get triggered by that because obviously ever since I watched the show, I've gone on and I've gone to watch videos about it and see people's thoughts and stuff, which is one thing I love about watching shows. Maybe I'll watch some people's reactions, but the thing is with Kuwabara is his voice acting in English just didn't do it for me. I get the idea behind it. I started the show in English, by the way, but it just didn't do it for me. But then when you hear him in Japanese and he sounds like this badass yet goofy Yakuza, it just hits different, I'm telling you. Now, this isn't about watching it in English or in Japanese. This is about the beauty of this show, man. And the imagination of my goat, Togashi. God bless him. The characters are amazing, and I'm not just talking about the main 4 characters. You've even got, what's his name? I haven't got all the names right, but Botan is one of my favorite female characters in anime. I freaking love that girl. She's just hilarious, adorable, expertly voice acted. Again, I haven't got all the names in front of me. You've got Quenma, you've got Genkai. Like, there's so many good characters. You've got freaking Toguro. Like, I'm telling you, Sensei. Like, there's so many good characters. Even Kuwabara's sister's a great character. I really liked her as well. Like, man, just brilliant, brilliant characters. And what more could you expect from Togashi, who, in my opinion, is the absolute goat of making characters? He just is. He just is, bro. This brother will bring in a character for 2 episodes, and you'll be like, wow. And then you'll never see that character again. And that character is more thought out and brilliantly done than other characters who have had like 5 seasons in a show. I ain't saying no names, but you might know. Anyway, absolutely loved Yu Yu Hakusho. First arc, Yusuke as a main character is so good. This is now my favorite move in anime. It just is. It just is. And it's such a simple move. Again, Togashi's brilliant. Such a simple move. Love the idea of starting off being able to use it. His chess match fights. I don't think there's better fights in anime than Togashi's fights because they're chess matches. They're so good. They're just unbelievable. So anyway, first arc was amazing. And then we get to this tournament arc. And believe it or not, things can be too good. By the way, a very subtle thing that I love about Yu Yu Hakusho, and I think they done it sort of in Hunter x Hunter, mostly with Killua, is how the characters just age. Well, not age. In Hunter x Hunter, they barely age. They change their clothes. It's such a subtle thing, but I just love that. But anyway, this freaking tournament arc, man, was unbelievable. The imagination of this guy in combat. How the hell does he think of some of this stuff? Brief mechanic spoilers here about subtle characters. I'm not going to spoil anything about Toguro. There's a brother who uses his sweat. That's his power. His sweat creates steam, and it's hard to... I mean, come on. There's a guy who uses body paints to fight, and then there's so much more. So much more. If you guys want me to do more Yu Yu Hakusho vids, maybe I'll do like a character tier list or something like that. That could be really cool. So again, back Toguro, this villain, absolute elite villain. Loved him, and I loved the guy behind him. Apologies, I've forgotten his name. But the guy in the suit, you know who I'm talking about. That little arc with him and what's his name? Kuwabara's sister, how dare I say what's his name, was elite as well. Also, speaking of Kuwabara, his Japanese VA is some of the best voice acting work I've ever seen. And people will say, I can only speak to the Japanese. Again, I don't care about your sub, and I just don't care. I just don't care. Bro, this guy does this thing in Japanese that I've barely ever heard in any other animes, where he's like, he voice cracks. I'm like, Yusuke! I don't know how. Elite. Unbelievable. Hiei's VA, just all the VAs knock it out of the park. I love Yusuke, love Kurama, and you can, another thing is what's amazing. Bro, this was meant to be like 5 minutes because I need to move on to another anime. Another amazing thing is Kurama's intelligence. Hiei's he's almost too powerful for himself. I love that. Yusuke's stubbornness and willing to just throw. He's got Gon's recklessness that I love. The similarities, man. You're watching. There's even Hunter x Hunter Easter eggs. I need to rewatch Hunter x Hunter to see if there are Yu Yu Hakusho Easter eggs, because obviously this came first. As the show's going on, man, it just gets better and better. And here's what I will say: no show's perfect, and unfortunately, because this tournament arc is the best tournament arc you'll ever see, it's downhill from there. Now, when I say it's downhill from there, it's because the show was too good for itself. Also, there were a lot of, Togashi had a lot of problems. I heard and read that he had a lot of problems towards the end of making the manga. Not going to get into all that, so that's why, the show falls. Not as much as people would have you believe, but it's still brilliant. And the last episode is the most beautiful ending you could ask for. Great ending. Absolutely loved it. I can't say anything else more about this. Oh yeah, her name's Keiko. I don't know, her name is, of course. How could I forget? She's got cake in her name. Of course he's in love with her. Keiko-chan. Oh god, why did I say that? All in all, can't recommend Yu Yu Hakusho enough. Hopefully there weren't no spoilers. Hopefully I gave across all my thoughts, and hopefully you guys like more videos like this. I actually can't think of a cast, Yusuke, Kuwabara, Kurama, and Hiei, that are like 4 S-tier characters. I can't. I actually can't. Like, the main characters are all elite. Then you add Botan into that, Quinma, who I freaking love. Him and George, just hilarious. This show's got such good comedy. Like, it'll make you cry, it'll make you happy. It's just, I can't recommend it enough. And it's got this old school feel, and the music. That song, the sadness song. Dun 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 dun. I love the old school music, the old school vibe, the animation. Oh, one bad thing. The animation's not bad, but back then, it seems that, when they're doing fights, now and then, I have to bring up some imperfections. I have to, because I'm being honest. Now and then, it will do like, the screen will just flash. It happens like 5 times during the anime, but that pissed me off as well. That's pretty much all I can think of. That, the last 2 arcs have some amazing parts in them, but some bad parts, but the first few arcs are just absolutely great. I love this show. I really, really enjoyed it. It's probably in my top 10 animes, maybe top 5. Who knows? Those are my thoughts on Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, just straight off the top of the dome. Really, really, really enjoyed that show. Next up is something completely different. And people are going to be annoyed that I didn't react to this show. But I just can't react to everything, guys. I just can't. I'm almost 10 billion% sure I can't react to everything. And the next show we watched is a show called Dr. Stone. And I've nearly finished it. And Dr. Stone is one of the best animes I've ever seen. And Senku is one of the best characters in anime. Apologies about... I need to get up who the mangaka. Dr. Stone, mangaka. I haven't been able to look into Dr. Stone because I haven't finished it. His name is Boichi or Richiro Inagaki. Bro, this show is such a breath of fresh air, man. It's just a brilliant idea, and they hit it out of the park. It's such a fun show to watch. It's almost exhilarating. Senku, this main character, bro, the smart trope main character, I haven't seen it done this well. He's like cocky. It tries not to be emotional, but you can just see through the face that there's emotion there. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I can't recommend Dr. Stone enough. Every episode, you just want to see what's going to happen next because of this crazy, goofy narrative. It's goofy. I mean, goofy in a nice way. There's just so many good characters, man. You've got this character who's like a sidekick and knows people's... Like, every character has to have a meaning for why they're there. As you watch the show, you'll know why. Let me just give you the premise of Dr. Stone. The whole world turns to stone. And then one guy comes back, and he's a genius. He's a science whiz at his school. Complete genius. And that's the premise. So it's almost like Hot Tub Time Machine when they... I can't believe I'm doing this comparison. When they go back, and then they go back in time, and then they still know everything, so someone just created Google, right? And just became a billionaire, because that's what you do. Or you'd become a musician and just copy all the songs you knew from 2010 or whatever, and you use them in the 80s, so you become a famous musician. You understand? So it's this really cool premise of this guy obviously trying to save the world and figure out why the world all turned into stone, why the whole world's petrified. But also, he's making these brilliant things from the future, but it's not the future. They're in the future, but it's now a caveman world where everyone's petrified. It's just such a good idea. Every episode, every arc, you're like, what's he gonna do next? What on earth is he gonna do? What on earth are they gonna create next? And let's get into some of the characters. You've got Kohaku, who's just brilliant character. Absolutely love her. Gen, brilliant character. Taiju is Zenitsu done right. Yes, he's a shouty guy. I'm a loud guy myself. This show does have some shouty characters. Mainly Taiju, who's like not my favorite character, it's my favorite trope. The bro trope, won't give up on his brothers type of character. And Chrome is shouty. But you don't mind. You don't mind. Chrome's such an amazing character. Taiju is as well. And then you've got, genuinely, I have adopted her. I have adopted my first anime daughter. And her name is Suika. Is it Suika? Oh my god, have I forgotten her name? Oh god, I've forgotten my daughter's name already. I went and got... It is Suika. She is the frickin' most adorable character in anime. And she's a frickin' watermelon. No, she's not a watermelon, but she wears like this melon thing on her head. But bro, I don't know who that voice actress is. I don't know if it is a kid or if that's a grown woman who's doing that voice. It's unbelievably adorable. Watch this show. Trust me, it's so good and so different from anything else you've watched. It really is. I can't recommend either of these shows enough, and I've absolutely loved my time with them. I'm going to put this out. Maybe if this does amazingly well and everyone wants me to react to the current season of Dr. Stone, because I've been waiting to put this out just in case. I haven't started. I've been fiending to watch the last episode, the newest episodes, but I'm just stopped. I stopped. Now, Dr. Stone's not perfect. You're going to watch it sometimes and you'll be like, this is crazy. You know, you wouldn't be able to do that. You can't watch this show like that, guys. You're watching an anime. If you're a person who just watches a show and goes, well, this is stupid, you wouldn't be able to do this back then, it probably isn't for you. I will say the weakest point of this show, in my opinion, is the Tsukasa stuff. If you know, you know. It's just like, it's almost like they couldn't make their mind up with him, which is unfortunate. Not going to go too deep into it. But if you know, you know. Out of nowhere, he just, you know. And you're just like, what? Okay. And that's unfortunate. But the narrative of this show isn't it's, you know, it's a good narrative. It's a nice, simple narrative, easy to follow, you know? So if you've just watched something where a narrative's hard to follow and you want something really easy to watch, the show's beautiful on the eyes, really clean, really good, really fun. This show's for you. It's so good. I can't. I just watched YuYu Hakusho, and then I went to this. It's a perfect transition for me. Is there anything else? Loved all the arcs, loved the ideas, the characters, the music, so good. Dun, 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 dun. There's some disco music. There's some. There's this guy who pops off with the flute. It's so good. It's so good. If I had to choose, my favorite character is Senku. Yeah, my favorite character is Senku. Suika, how dare I? How dare I? That's my anime daughter. Suika-chan. I'm telling you, watch the show and you'll be like, oh my, you were right. She is the most adorable thing in anime. You'll see. Bro, the waifus in this show, I don't know who made this show, yeah. But he just made every girl, let's just say, thick. They just went with that design and it is what it is. Don't worry, there's no nudity or anything. But like, you know, he just whoever made the show, you know, the female characters do be looking voluptuous, which is always a plus. Not all of them, that'd be weird, but you know. But that's not their personality. They've all got great personalities, and you'll see. And Kohaku is like a strong, badass female done right. You know what I mean? No need to be in your face that, you know, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliantly done. Not going to get into all that, but it's done brilliantly. Really is. And Senku's a physically weak male done right as well. So it goes both ways. He may be physically weak, but this guy's brain is 10 billion% bigger than anyone else's. It's exhilarating. Okay, sorry. He's got a lot of sayings. I'm so happy they bring catchphrases back, because catchphrases are just needed. Anyway, I've been waffling for 20 minutes, guys. Go and watch Dr. Stone. It's one of my favorite animes. And go and watch YuYu Hakusho. Those are the two animes I've watched. I've just started Baki. I stopped it after 4 episodes, and I've said, you know what? Let me carry on and give it another chance. So maybe there'll be a Baki video next. Burka. Is there anything else I want to say? Oh, how could I mention Dr. Stone without talking about his father? Those are my favorite things. Dr. Stone does kind of like the thing that Frieden does with flashbacks and lessons, and I love that. Those lessons that we learn regarding his father are brilliant. Had to bring that up. Love the characters. Can't recommend Dr. Stone enough. Can't recommend YuYu Hakusho enough. Go and watch them if you're looking for animes to watch, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the Discord down below. Join the Discord. The link's in the description. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/OmarioRpg. Let me know in the comments animes you're watching. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy the new What Am I Watching series. Now, what should I call this? Yeah, animes I'm watching, something like that. And yeah, I hope to continue doing this and putting out more videos like this. Please like it. Please comment all your thoughts on the animes you've watched. Maybe I'll put out some spoiler videos. Who knows? Either way, this was really fun to do. I was kind of nervous before doing this because I was like, oh, am I just going to forget what to say? But I kind of just popped off. Let's go. I'm 10 billion% sure this video is going to be super enjoyable and great. So we'll probably do some editing and, you know. Anyway, this is the first video for this, so make sure you know, go out there, make it, share it, everything like that. I really appreciate the support. God bless. Ramadan's in 2 days. So Ramadan Mubarak to my brothers and sisters. And GG's. That was me. I was waffling for a long time, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.